What is the Anabaptist view on original sin?
Across the board. I don't, they would, I don't think they don't have any official view on original sin. I bet if you were to interview a bunch of them, they would all agree on one thing, and that is that the traditional view was wrong, which all Protestants have agreed with. The idea that you inherit original sin as a sort of sexually transmitted disease. That's really how it got to be thought about from the time of Augustine all through the Middle Ages. There's a defect in our genes, as it were, and you pass it on through sex. That's one of the reasons why they thought virginity was a higher calling than being married, and why priests weren't allowed to have wives and things of that sort, and that you're born guilty. And in traditional view, unless the baby is baptized, the baby goes to hell. Maybe not the deepest crevice of hell. Maybe it's only limbo. It's only moderate hell. Hell nonetheless, and it's eternal and unending. And I remember when I heard that in third grade, I just about came uncorked. I don't care. And the nun used this analogy of well, they're not being tortured, but they're like in a room outside of heaven. And I asked, well, can they ever see their parents? Because if the parents are saved and they're not, and she said no, and I got this picture of these little kids looking through a glass wall at their mommy and daddy, and what, that was an ADD moment. That you get the free of charge. I won't charge you for that. But anyways, they would all agree that that's not the case. Now, having said that, what else they'd say about it? I imagine they would tend to say that original sin has more to do with the fact that the context in which we're born is polluted to the core. The context in which we're born, or maybe I'm just giving my own view here, I don't know, but I would hope they would say, if they were right, they would say, it means that our environment is polluted down to the core, even our physical bodies, everything is polluted, and we're born into a polluted environment, which makes it inevitable that we will sin, but not necessary that we'll sin, and but you're not guilty of anything until you actually act on that impulse, and that's what makes you needing a Savior, but not before that.